Hello, this is Red Griffin 4987, otherwise known as Adrian Theos. This message is to Lanipator, the members of Teamfourstar, Card Games for the Win, and LittleKuriboh. First off, I'd like to apologize that this is not on Adrian Theos' account. Something happened with my first account on YouTube. For some reason now it kind of exists, but it doesn't, and I can't log in, and so I had to create a new account. So I apologize for that. Secondly, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for creating your abridged series. For those that do not know what I'm talking about, I will soon explain. I first started watching these abridged series about 2 months ago, I want to say. One of my friends had posted on Facebook like episode 5 of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and he said it was pretty funny, and I decided to watch it. I watched it, and it was like potato chips. I couldn't stop. I needed to see them all. I wanted more. More! And so I watched all 22 episodes plus 3 movies and was really impressed, and I laughed my butt off. And then I soon discovered Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged and was pretty impressed with that, and I'll tell you why. Because only one person was working on it, and that was Lanipator. And he was doing all the voice acting, all the video editing, everything for Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged. And I got to take my hat off to the guy because that's pretty impressive, and that's one of the reasons he's one of my favorite abridgers, is because he can do so many voices and he's so spontaneous. But I do like all of the abridgers, and I appreciate everything that they do. They really make the story more lively and funny. And then I discovered Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, made by LittleKuriboh and Card Games for the Win. And this series was pretty good. It starts off a little slow. It takes them a little bit to get the voice acting just right and to get used to Taya's voice. Yeah, Taya's voice, I think they could have done a better job, but I'm not going to complain because I think the series overall was pretty good, and I think Tristan Taylor more than makes up for it. After watching all of that and watching all the others again, I decided to make this video to personally thank these people for doing what they do, because honestly they only do this with their free time, and they don't get paid for it. Sometimes they do get donations, but I take it that's not even very much, and I'm pretty sure they're underappreciated. I'm a hardcore anime fan, and I love these abridged series. I started watching anime when I was 2 or 3 years old. I was living in Japan for 8 years, and there was really nothing on TV. But luckily there was Dragon Ball Z. Now I could not fully comprehend or understand what was going on, but there were pretty colors involved, and the fight scenes were pretty cool. And then in my teenage years, when I was in America, they finally started dubbing them in English, and that made me happy. But that's beside the point. We will continue on. Now, if you have not seen any of these said parodies, you need to look up these people up. For Yu Yu Hakusho, you need to look up Lanipator. That's Lanipator. For Dragon Ball Z Abridged, you need to look up Teamfourstar, or TFS. And for Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, you need to look up Card Games for the Win. That's FTW. Hopefully that will get you guys some more ratings. If so, hooray! If not, well, I tried. Now, for Teamfourstar, I had a couple ideas for you guys as far as some jokes go and whatnot. I'd like to be involved in the process because you guys, actually you all, have inspired me to kind of become an abridger myself. Now, I don't know if I could do any voice acting or not, but maybe I could do some, writing or storyboard. I'm also an accomplished artist too as well, so I'd like to get in contact with you and see where we can go from there. A couple of the jokes I've got, I'll just give you a couple of examples. Like during the Android saga and the history of Trunks, I definitely need to say you guys need to make a couple Terminator references. I'm sure you guys have thought of that already. But you definitely need to put in like the main theme song. Dun 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 dun. Okay, I'll stop with that. I promise. Also, when Android 17 gets eaten up by Cell, you need to definitely put in there like, "I'll be back in GT," or something like that. I'm sure whatever you guys do, I'm sure I will not be disappointed. But I just thought I'd throw that in there. Also, for the hyperbolic time chamber, I was thinking you guys definitely need to do a Twilight Zone reference. I have a couple jokes for that, but I am not going to share them here because I do not want to spoil them on YouTube. Teamfourstar, look in your inbox soon from a message from me and my contact info, and I will gladly tell you guys those jokes and more. I just want to say again, thank you guys for making these series. You've added a bit more hilarity to the series that I've loved since childhood or teenagehood or whatever you want to call it. I think what you're doing is spectacular and great. As far as some of my artwork, I have it here with me, but not all of it. Some of it's still in boxes and stuff. And I'm just going to show you guys a couple things real quick. Some of this is pretty old. Here's Hiei in his demon form, black and white. There's him in colored pencil. Same picture, pretty much. Here is a Yu Yu Hakusho group picture that I drew. I can't really draw Botan though, I will admit that. She's kind of hard to draw. At least for me. There's Gohan. I know, it's really kind of hard to see, but by the way, these are all freehands. I don't trace for all you skepticals out there that say I do. You try to hand draw one of these. This is Yusuke in his demon form, normal. With his black hair. Here's his demon form with his ancient dad controlling him. I would say his name, but I'm not going to provide any spoilers for those who haven't seen the series. Also, a little comic strip I made that you may recognize. Boom! Oh! Take a Take that boomstick. Yeah. That's about it. For all the stuff that I want to show. I'll admit there are some crappy drawings, and that happens with artists. There are good drawings, there are good days, and there are bad days. Well, here's a little something for Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged that I never, for Yu-Gi-Oh! That I never finished. The Shimmering Blue Eyes White Dragon, or whatever you want to call it, for the movie. I'll admit, I'm not a huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! But I did watch it up until the God cards, you know. And I did watch the movie. The first one, I think. And that's about it. Also, I know this has nothing to do with any of those said abridged series, but this is my latest art piece. As you can see, it's the Joker. It says ho ho ho, he he he, ha 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 ha, ha! Yeah, I can't do it right now. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I hope you enjoyed those pictures. As far as Lanipator, if you need any help with Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged, I would like to help if I can. If you want to work alone, though, I understand. Also, for Teamfourstar, keep a lookout in your inbox for that, please. And contact me, please. I would like to get with you guys and help any way I can. I think what all of you guys that I mentioned are doing is great, spectacular, and awesome. If I had to rate each series, I would have to say Dragon Ball Z #1, Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged #2, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged #3. No offense, LittleKuriboh. No offense. Hey, at least you're in the top 3. I have viewed other abridged series such as Devil May Cry, Berserk, Pokemon, and a couple others, but I put you guys in the top 3. I mean, I'm really impressed with your guys' work, and I just want to thank you for that. Well, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video that I made for you guys. Please contact me soon, and but I won't hold my breath because I'm pretty sure you guys get contact info from a lot of your fans. So I won't hold my breath. But if I could be a part of the abridged series of Dragon Ball Z or anything really, I would love a chance to try out or something. Like I said, I can do many things, so we'll see where we go. Anyways, that's about it. Good luck with your abridged series. Teamfourstar, Lanipator, and LittleKuriboh. I think you guys are doing a great job so far. Keep up the good work, and I can't wait to see the new episodes.